ufuna ukuthi sikhave
I get it the other day we were doing the rally based rally and drop based drop.
yes,
And then yesterday it was supply and
supply
demand.
and demand.
So I'm still drop based drop. I think I understand or can see where it happens. The
Okay.
same goes to drop based drop, but can we go back a little bit, like even if it's 5 minutes?
With it drop base drop and rally base rally.
Yes, yes.
Okay, it's
And
fine.
then after that, it's then a more supply and demand, and then continue to a new topic.
Okay. Trend line, are you okay with your nangit?
Yes.
Okay. Mm, I'm just looking for one here. Okay, here we have a resistant. Now this one, it's supply and demand. Let me start by looking for a drop base drop or a rally base rally. If you screen sami sibonakala kahle ngithi ngapha.
Yeah.
If you pay attention to what happened on the left hand side, sine rally base rally.
Kana, you said rally based rally is when the market is going up.
Yes, rally base rally. It's when the market is going up, and then when the market is going down, it's drop base drop.
Okay.
Oh, confused are the two.
Yeah, but I wanted to see on the chart where it happens,
Oh, okay.
like where it starts and where it ends.
All right. Okay. Here, this is where the rally base rally happened. Ile pants and then phezulu. What we're gonna do, we're gonna identify a rally base rally yethu. If price ifika la ku rally base rally, it will be up to you ukuthi ufuna ukuthatha i-trade here or uzoyifuna ngapha in the middle.
Okay.
Now, if price izobuya for the first time, it is safe ukuthi price mayicala ithinta the rally base rally, execute a trade and then you place a stop loss sakho below. Now, if ibuya futhi kwesi-2, you still have a chance yokuthi you can place a stop loss sakho below. Remember, the stop loss sakho akumelanga sibe tight. Give the market a space to breathe ukuthi ikwazi ukumove njengalana yabona. This is still rally base rally. Price ibuyile but ibuye almost yacishe yandlula. This was a sign yokuthi next time price mayizobuya la, if it happens ukuthi we extend a rectangle here to the right hand side, flip. If we extend the rectangle here to the right hand side, yeah, just give me a moment. If we extend a rectangle to the right hand side, you can see Uguti price was supposed to turn here again, here peso. Because of what happened here, it's a sign Uguti price may figure like is a breaker. So when after taking this one, you are done with this rally base rally. You don't come back or rally base rally. If price if we are back like this one, you only pay attention to the rally base rally on the left hand side, of which is this one. No, it's a drop base drop, sorry. It's the drop base drop, the market is going down. The price it drop here, the price was going down, a drop base drop was created, and then the price was going up here. It went to it drop base drop before it could be with the uptrend. Check this one again. Here we have an uptrend. It's rally pays rally. Whenever you see a rally pays rally, you know which price is or we are back to the rally pays rally. Now what are you gonna do? You're gonna put your stop loss below the rally pays rally. Now let's say maybe you had a chance you're going to start this trade. You know ukuthi stop loss yakho sizoba la ngaphansi, and then the price ikhuphukile yajikiswa yini ile drop base drop engapha ku downtrend. Yeah, we are back here. Manje masibuya la sijika as what as support and a trend line at the same time. We have a trend line below. We have a trend line below. So in this situation, you know, ukuthi price mayibuya lana, you're gonna buy, put your stop loss below. The price is okupuka eventually. Do you still want us to go deeper or so covered?
So let's go to supply and demand.
Supply and demand. Okay. How do we identify a supply and demand? Here, this is the beginning of a new trend. You can see that the market was going up and then now it is going down. This is the beginning of a new trend on a 4-hour time frame. That's where you're gonna get the supply and demand. Yes.
Okay, so the supply demand begins with the green candle.
Yes, it will depend. Is the market going up or down? If the market is going up, you're gonna see a red candle. If the market is going down, you're gonna see a green candle. This one is the same as a rally-based rally and a drop-based drop, just that allocation your corner ends out is a bit different.
Okay. So that's the where the supply and demand starts.
The supply and demand start next to support or a resistance. Here's our resistance. You can see what happened on the left-hand side. The market turned here. The market turned here because of what happened on the left-hand side. Now, as the market is turning going down, they created a supply and demand. They left orders here. If you look at the size of the candlesticks going down, you can tell Uguti we have something here on the left-hand side, of which is our supply and demand. Do you get it or you need more explanation? Excuse me. Yeah. I'm going to kitchen.
So these AirPod Maxes are not charging. They were left out in the cold, and now they're not taking any power. So yeah, as you can see.
Hi.
Hello.
Let's bring you network fan. Manje, I think say sharp. Just born. Okay. Uthi so far what is this thing? Supply and demand uneclue yayo ukuthi kwenzakalani.
No, we were busy talking about the cut off.
Okay.
I wanted to understand where I can identify it, where it starts, where it
ends.
continues, or where yeah.
Where it starts at some point is not that important because of how you're gonna identify it. You're gonna look for a support or a resistance. If you check here, we have a support, a resistance on top, and then we have a support below. Since when we have support below, you know, Uguti, here is our supply and demand. Can you see it? Remember, always pay attention to the supply and demand that is in the middle of a new trend. You cannot get a supply and demand in the middle.
Okay.
So in the beginning of a new trend, you're gonna get a supply and demand. This one is from E support, and then this one is from E resistant. But then at some point, it might happen utole trade esuka go support or go resistant without a supply and demand. It's not always where you're gonna get a supply and demand. If you check here, we have resistant, a plain. There's no supply and demand here. It's just plain. Excuse me.
Also, when the what it's just plain.
I'm saying there's a trend that you're gonna get without supply and demand. Wait, I'll explain. Or let me say, let me get trend as well go support or go resistant without supply and demand. Okay, I have one here. Okay, let me zoom in. If you check here, okay, wait. If you check here, this is the beginning of a new trend. We were supposed to have a supply and demand here. Remember, this is a 4-hour time frame, but then instead of a supply and demand, it drop, base drop. It is not in the beginning. It price a little bit. And then this one, we're going to identify it as what? As a supply and demand.
All right.
So let's go and a moment. Manje after lana, if uti load shedding izokubamba from 3 up until 5, you're gonna get ama lessons again from around 5. Mina namhlanje schedule angna, so ayingibambi today. Not unless bazoshanga ama surprise. But so far, no, I'm good. I'm trying to go back inside. And check ngathi ngichecke ngapha ku-Xness. Just give me a minute. Iyahlupha le trading view. Siyavela iscreen sami ngapha kini.
Yeah.
The new one. Ngiceda ukushintsha from good trading view to yini le shandisi.
Yeah.
Yeah, well. Okay.
Yeah.
Look at this. This is the beginning of a new trend. A1. And then since all this is the beginning of a new trend, so here they left a supply and demand yet. Now, the challenge is now which the price ingabui is a test of supply and demand. It is because of the resistance on the left hand side. If you check here, we have that caused the market to turn here. Remember, you know, Uguto on support Ivaprocaine, it becomes a resistant.
Yeah.
So now we are facing layer situation there. That is why Ingabuyanga will supply and demand. And because of it is still in the beginning of a new trend, people were jumping in to push the market up here. And if you check here, it happened on Monday morning. Monday morning, price push upon it kept a pillar here. And then this one went down to test E-cap on the left-hand side, and then the price now yakupuga now. And Mangata check most of the time where you're gonna find is supply and demand. Uzotola a major move in the market. When I say a major move, I'm talking about a move like this one. Again, here, this is the beginning of a new trend. I'm on 1 hour time frame. This is the beginning of a new trend. Here's our supply and demand. Next to supply and demand, we have it drop, base drop, and this drop, base drop went up to take the orders that they left here. That's why market here to drop like this. If I zoom in, this is the beginning of a new trend. Here's our supply and demand.
Okay.
The supply and demand as Kono would you see taller in the middle. If uzoitola in the middle, that's not supply and demand.
You get it at the beginning of it.
Yes, you can see this one. This is the beginning of a new trend. Here's your supply and demand. The price went down. It came back up to take the supply and demand. And then look at how the price went down.
Okay.
So far, Umbuzo.
So far, I'm fine.
So far, you're fine. Where is our supply and demand located?
Otherwise, the options of a pen.
The options of the pen. I'm not sure. I used to hear people say
okay.
Next to the
okay.
You got it?
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah. So what was the question?
My question is, where is support? I'm sorry, where is supply and demand located in the market?
Yeah.
No, I'm not asking you to show me one. It's also okay. But I want to know if you know. Remember, I want you to memorize this thing. You must know which okay, now we have something like this. But it won't be easy for you to forget. But I can see you identified it.
All right.
Now, if you check what happened here, this is the beginning of a new trend. The market left a gap here. And then whenever you have a gap in the market, you must know the price will go back to fill up the gap. As soon as you want a gap in the market, wait for the price to get back to the gap, and then you start selling or buying. It depends on the direction of the gap. Still gonna go back and talk about AMA gaps. E-gap, it works the same as support and resistance. But now the topic here is not about AMA gap. We will cover AMA gap. So here we're supposed to have supply and demand. Instead, we had e-gap, the price ikhuphukile fill up the orders that they left here.
And it's not even a drop-based drop.
Yes, it's a gap. E-gap is the same as support and resistance. We're gonna have a video where I talk about AMA gaps, how to trade them. But that's simple, don't worry.
Okay.
Here, this is our what? Our resistance. This is our resistance. And then a price ichige back to e supply and demand yet. Okay, someone's gonna be confusing this week. Manje, why do we have this week and stuff? I'm gonna explain. AMA candlesticks, they are not telling the actual thing at some point. If you're gonna see a candlestick, it is not accurate. I'm not sure if you understand. Now, because of I'm saying a candlestick is not accurate, you're not gonna understand, or yes, you're not gonna understand what I'm saying. Let's go and check line chart. Line chart is always accurate. Now, if you check, this is our resistance. A resistance edge is not where it is when you check. A resistance edge started here. And then a price ichigela. This is our supply and demand. Let's go to a line chart. You'll see. Forget about the weeks that penetrated the resistance. This is what I'm talking about. If you go to what is this thing? You go and check AMA candlesticks. Actually, look at your price. It close. And then if you use a line chart, it come by the actual thing.
What is the line chart? What is the difference?
Difference is how it looks like.
Oh, because they are lines, not candles.
This is a line chart.
Okay.
A line chart is always accurate than AMA candlesticks.
Okay.
So if you want to draw a support and resistance accurate, you start with my line chart and check with the price ichige, and then that's when you're gonna go and use AMA candlesticks. If go ukuthi i-price ipenetrate ngama weeks like this, then you know ukuthi izone yakho izocala where the line chart is starting. From here, you know ukuthi uzokhuphula ilokhoza yakho ibeke above. You know ukuthi price mifika la you're gonna start selling. But if you use a line chart iyakutshela ukuthi price supply and demand yakho na ilana, i-price ithende ku supply and demand. You're confused, ne?
A bit, yeah, a bit. But line chart, like you said, it makes things better.
Unfortunately, you are left with a few minutes. Hopefully, around 5 you can
4 minutes.
They will. I know.
I'll text you when it's back.
Okay, it's fine. I know which over traumatized now load shedding.
Hey.
Check here. We were supposed to have a supply and demand.
So there's a gap there.
Now we don't know what happened here. What we can do, we can check a higher time frame. We're gonna just do this.
Can you go to a line chart and see? I want to see how it looks.
There's no gap. The gap part. There's no gap on a line chart. There's no gap on a line chart. Check.
Oh, there's no gap on a line chart.
Hence, I said a line chart is always accurate. There's no gap.
All right. Okay.
There's no gap. The reason why we have a gap. Remember, if you check below, we have support. Now, e-gap is always after weekend. If we weekend, you know, Uguti traders, what they do, we sit down, we start analyzing, we share our experience or knowledge. And then if you notice here, Uguti price is go support. Now we see, okay, now we have to push the market up. What are we gonna do Monday morning? We're gonna jump in. Maikali Vula, we are there pushing the market up. Eventually, the market is a jump. Because of we have let's say maybe iyasindelwa kanje. So izojumpa eventually. And then
that's why it makes a good.
Yes, because of here we have ama orders amaning angenile here. This gap means ukuthi le zone le, it is more than important. Should kwenzeka price ibuya back to this zone izojika eventually. Why? Because of we have more buyers here. If you check on the left hand side, look at how the price was going down. And then look at how it went up. This is a sign that we have more buyers stepping in, pushing the market up. So we this is our cover. I'm a gaps. Just check supply and demand. This one is in the beginning of a new trend, but then it's not considered as a supply and demand. Why? Because of the distance. It is up. Okay, let me do something this last year. Hopefully this is a corner figure go smaller time frame to check what happened there. Now, if I were to go to smaller time frame, that's when we're gonna get the supply and demand. That is why a price phezulu buya back immediately as a tester what they left here. Now a price iyakhuphuka, but I don't like lama supply and demand amancane lawa because awabonakali ku higher time frame. So it's a bit challenging to trade one. Azoba accurate ilawa owathola ku higher time frame. Like this one is very, very close in the beginning of a new trend. Now a price ibuyile tata and then it went down. Look at this one. This one is in the beginning of a new trend. Ikalala. We don't know which price ibuyile tata ama orders or what. Let's check. And then let me zoom out. Sibone ukuthi kwenzakaleni. Ngisendaweni right mara laphiyana. I feel like I am lost. Let me zoom in and check. Anyway, ilahlekile sizobuya siyithola. It's fine. Here is the beginning of a new trend. This is the beginning of a new trend. Here is our supply and demand. How do you trade this one? As soon as the price is figure like you take a trade yako, you put your stop loss below. And if you check again, we also have a trend line here pushing the market up. This is the first time, this is the second time, this is where the market went up. Let's go back again and see if you're gonna have one. Here, this is the beginning of a new trend. Here's our supply and demand. But now there is no supply and demand here to inga hold here. It's because of the base drop on the left-hand side that caused Uguti market inga kupugi kakhulu. And again, we have a support here that was broken, became a resistant. Eventually, price is kupugi. Those are the things that you need to observe. Matata ama trades. Let's go back again here. If you check, This is the beginning of a new trend. Here is your small supply and demand. I'm not sure if you can see it. Can you see this one where my cursor is?
Yeah.
And then in market, it pushed here, Zulu, and then it came back. Here's a tester, the supply and demand, and then it had the orders that they left. And if you check again, unfortunately, ayikho accurate. Second touch, I got here. We're not gonna consider this one as a valid one. So this is what we're gonna do. Done. And then the price now, yakupuka. And if we take this one to the right hand side, you see what happened here. Always, you know that your stop loss is gonna be below. Now price ikupugile. Can you identify it on your own now?
You mean the supply and demand?
Yes.
Yeah.
No. Okay, it's fine. This is the beginning of a new trend. Here is our supply and demand. Let's go back again. Here is the beginning of a new trend. Hopefully you can see this one, but each challenger lena ivule a little bit wild. So that means is over a drop, base drop. You can see the size of the candlestick going down. So we're not gonna take this one.
So where this drop base drop or a rally based rally, we don't call it a supply and demand.
Because of it is like this one. We have a drop, base drop, it is in the middle. But if it is in the beginning, it is not a drop base drop. The reason why this one is a drop base drop, eventually, unless I'm left with 1 minute, I have to create another class again. I'm not sure if you're gonna be available. It's 3:05 now. Should I add you again?
Add me because my load shedding hasn't started, but it's already. Maybe I'll be cut off if it goes away. So I'll join in.
Okay, it's fine. We're gonna continue. Now the time is up.
But
I'm gonna send you the video on Telegram, né?
Please, yes.
Let me just wait for the 1 minute that is remaining.